Coming up on our 5th edition of Football Tonight. In Midland Empire Conference action, Savannah hosted Benton as the Savages look to start 5-0. In the KCI Conference, 4-0 Mid-Buchanan hosted 3-1 Lawson in a great showdown in Fawcett. In 8-man football, St. Joseph Christian looked to continue their strong season at home against North Andrew. And on the Kansas side, Troy and Riverside were back at home. All that action and more on Football Tonight.
The legacy of Football Tonight.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Football Tonight. We've got an exciting show for you.
One of the great things that high school football brings out are the rivalries. Towns get behind their teams, schools trading wins each season.
This show, really at this level, in the small market television, set the tone.
This is what it's all about.
And welcome into our 5th edition of Football Tonight here in 2025. Chris Roush, he's Brett Kennedy. Brett, it's conference time of the year. We're already now past the halfway point of the regular season. Week 5, chapter's closed on it.
I know, and now it's time because it's time where we're starting conference play and we're going to figure out, it's time to start figuring out who's the contenders and who's the pretenders around the area.
A lot of conference games, district games, 2 potentially for seeding. Would start down in North Kansas City. Liberty, as they host 3-1 Central. Liberty, the 6th best team in Class 6. After a big kickoff return, Liberty's first play, Colt Nolan gets good blocking, and it's over from there. Blue Jays up 7-0, just 17 seconds into the game. Next drive, Jermaine Collins circles the offensive tackle for the sack. Liberty recovers the fumble. Then Hatfield draws back, finds Mason Cash, who gets the foot down for the Blue Jays up 14. 4th down. Wettlaufer looking for Drake Gilkison, but it's Logan Sutton coming down with the football. Collins, the defense line, swarming Liberty on 3rd down, forcing their first punt. Wettlaufer throwing it up and letting Gilkison go and get it, and he does just that. Nice over-the-shoulder grab. Anthony Crane gets slow to get to the other end. That's not surprising. Gilkison was not taking the kick back. 80 yards for a score. Wettlaufer going to his left now finds Cole Haas, who gets behind the defender. Haas takes it 80 yards for an Indians touchdown, but Liberty gets to win like 63-21 over Central. All right, MEC play. Savannah looking to start 5-0, taking on Benton tonight at home. Early first in this one we go. Kaylor Strick out of the gun. Gets the Savages down inside the Benton 5-yard line on this run. Strick, just a sophomore stepping in this year, making big plays. Next play, Colin Cleary takes the handoff, rolls into the end zone. PAT makes it 7-0. Cardinals tonight struggling to move the football in the first quarter. Able to get a first down here on their next drive, but a turnover gets it back to Savannah. Ensuing drive. Schrick this time on the keeper. He gets in for the score. It's 14-0 early with the point after. Savannah rolls to a 5-0 start with a 56-18 win over the Cardinals.
The 3-1 Maryville Spoofhounds had their first home game in almost a month tonight, hosting Cameron in the Hound Pound. We begin with senior running back Sadler View starting the scoring quickly for the Spoofhounds, going in hard to give the Spoofhounds a 7-0 lead in Maryville. Senior running back Talon Edens tries to give the Dragons their first touchdown, but drops the ball by getting tackled by Weston Talley for a touchback. Edens redeems himself later in the first quarter, pushing defenders through to put the Dragons behind just a point, 7-6. The second half, junior quarterback Jackson Dredge finds wide receiver Colson, the senior, for some quick yards and a spin move on the same drive. Dredge connects a floater to junior wide receiver Lucas Ziegler, putting the Spoofhounds ahead 14-6. Night touchdown right before halftime. Spoofhounds put on 20 more points They go on to win by the final of 34-6. That's the 150th win for Matt Webb. Congrats, Coach. 0-4 Chillicothe had a home game tonight against Southeast out of KC. The Hornets get their first victory of the year, 47-6. Big victory there.
All right, still to come. Coming up next, we begin KCI conference play. Mid-Buchanan hosting Lawson in the battle of two of the top teams in the KCI.
And Lathrop looking to stay undefeated in Gower, facing East Buchanan. We'll be right back. We're going to dive right into KCI conference play with a matchup people have been talking about all week as the 4-0 Mid-Buchanan Dragons hosted the 3-1 Lawson Cardinals in Fawcett. Something had to give in this one between Lawson and Mid-Buchanan. Mid-Buchanan has won the last 6 times these teams have met. On Mid-Buchanan's first drive, senior quarterback Rafe Smith on the keeper, right through the middle. And here he goes, busting into the secondary, breaking multiple tackles, and outraces everybody for the long touchdown. 7-0 Dragons. Watch this, Aaron Fritz a little excited after the play, almost too excited.
Careful, big man.
Rafe would be okay afterwards, adrenaline pumping. On Lawson's first drive, handoff to junior Grayson Smith, and he gets a nice run for a first down. A few plays later, Smith dives over the goal line, and we have a tie ball game, 7-7. Mid-Buchanan would answer, though, with guess who? Rafe Smith, proving that once again, he's as slippery as a goldfish. 1, 2, 3. How about 4 missed tackles on this play? Smith putting on a show tonight, his second long crazy touchdown of the night, 14-7 Dragons up. Cardinals fans' mouths open in shock. Next Mid-Buchanan drive, Rafe Smith this time passes out to senior Nolan McGarry on the screen pass. He takes it in for the touchdown. Mid-Buchanan wins 35-21. They are now 5-0 on the season.
We really just, stick as a team. Like, we all got each other's back. We played for the dude right next to each other, right next to us, and we just got it done. It would not have happened without the O-line. They all finished their blocks. All week we've been blocking. That's what's gonna make us better. So big shout out to them. And big shout out to our receivers. They finished their blocks too. They're one hell of a position group.
Physical football game, man. Coach Crawford, man, good friend, good coach, great staff. Got Hall of Famer Todd Dunn there. Coach Crawford, a bunch of dudes. And those kids play freaking hard, and our kids did too tonight. I mean, you watch that first quarter, that was 2 teams hitting each other. I know Grayson Smith probably had 200 yards or close to it rushing, but I felt like we made him earn them.
All right, let's keep the KCI play going. Head down to Gower. East Buck welcoming in 4-0 Lathrop Mules, trying to start 5-0 in the season. Haven't beaten East Buck since 2019. 14-0 Dogs at half. When we got there not long into the third, Lathrop comes out swinging. Running back Jesse James gets a big run. 14-6 ball game after a failed 2-point conversion. 8-point game now. Lathrop cheer trying to get the Mules student section and crowd going. Later, East Buck says, not so fast, my friend. Quarterback Phoenix Block channels his Mahomes, finds Clark Scott to hit right back at the Mules. East Buck, the big dog, as they power forward for a 35-6 win against Lathrop on homecoming.
Next, we head to Hamilton, where the Hornets were hosting 3-1 North Platte this evening. On the first drive of the game, North Platte, Gus French, excuse my French, sprints into the end zone to make the score 8-0 with a successful 2-point try. Shortly after that, Hamilton responds with Hudson Creekmore, the freshman, to Aiden Hawkins for the touchdown for the Hornets. 8-7 with the extra point. Later, North Platte's Dylan Armstrong gets his number called, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all the way down to the 10-yard line. A couple plays later, he takes it in to make the score 14-7 with the failed 2-point try. On to the second quarter. We are on to Hudson Creekmore. Watch this. Play of the week, though. How about an interception off the ground for North Platte? Holy cow. Shortly after, Hamilton's Jack Cooley picks off the pass to get Hamilton the ball right back. North Platte would go on to win, though, with the final score of 38-20. They are 4-1 on the season.
All right, head down to Plattsburgh for the Tigers, looking for their first win of the season, taking on 2-2 West Platte. Tigers, Braden Graham trying to get something going, and they're really going for the Tigers. Try to air it out to begin the game, and it's right to Blue Jay Blaze Maisner for the INT. Blue Jays now in business. West Platte looking to get something going. Quarterback Mark Sanders wants to throw it. However, he takes it in for the score himself, all by himself. Then time to get something going. Tigers trying to get it going, trying to bounce back. Later, West Platte though fumbles the snap, but recovers and tries to find a man downfield. But the Tigers, Josiah Odom-Berry snatches it. Woo! Nice play out of the air. Not quite enough though. West Platte goes on to win 60-14 on the road.
Coming up in the show, 8-man football. St. Joseph Christian was back at home hosting North Andrew tonight.
And on the Kansas side of things, Troy Trojans trying to grab another win tonight in the early season. Highlights still to come on Football Tonight. We move on to 8-man football, starting in the Grand River Conference. 3-1 St. Joe Christian back at home tonight, hosting North Andrew, who comes to town. St. Joe Christian looking to break its 17-game losing streak to the Cardinals. Lions haven't beaten them since 2010. That was my senior year. Lions with a fourth down stand at the 1, 16-12 late in the second quarter. SJC with the ball back, going deep. Mason Stewart looking, gets hit as he throws. It's intercepted by Isaac Coates, puts the Cardinals in business. With just a few ticks left in the first half. 8-man football moves quickly. Levi McAfee going for it all. Jacob Hill, the freshman, brings it in for the score. Cardinals go into the half up 20-16. All right, third quarter of the ball game. Back and forth in this one. Turnovers as well as scoring. Lions driving, fourth down. Cardinal side of the field, going with the halfback pass. Noah Dudek doesn't have time. McAfee swarms him for the turnover on downs. Ensuing drive for the Cardinals. They're looking to add to their lead, but an issue with the snap gives the ball right back to St. Joseph Christian here. Lions with a chance to take a lead back. After a fourth down conversion, Stewart strolls his way into the end zone. Lions take the lead 22-20. Cardinals back with it. Told you, this is how 8-man football can work. Sometimes there is no scoring, and then just like that, it happens fast. Hill finds a wide open running lane. He's going to the house. North Andrew goes up 28-22. They hang on to win by a score, snapping the Lions' 3-game win streak this year, 28-22.
The King City Wildcats were looking to start the season 5-0. The team was hosting Princeton this evening. The Bearcats on the Tigers' own goal line. They punch it in up the middle. Graham Metzger. Bearcats take a 42-0 lead in the second quarter. King City forces a 3-and-out, get the ball back. 3rd and 7, sophomore quarterback Landon Carlson picks up the first with his legs here. Carlson can move the big, long strides from number 15. Princeton looking for their first score. It's sophomore quarterback Mitchell Walker. The deep ball to junior Cash Holt. That's going to be a touchdown. Tigers get the 2-point. Bearcats still lead 42-8 with under 2 minutes before halftime. Bearcats score. Once again, this one is going to be Ryder Sample from the Wildcats, rather. Bearcats, Wildcats, I got Northwest on the brain for some reason. King City takes the win, 64-22, they're 5-0.
All right, Pattonsburg still undefeated on the season. The Panthers over in Stanberry tonight taking on the Bulldogs. Panthers first offensive drive in this one, starting with a strike from junior Wyatt Mays to senior Gavin Humphrey. He does the rest for the score. Panthers convert the 2-point conversion. It's 8-0. Bulldogs, Shane Hilton squad answers on 4th and goal with a punch up the middle from sophomore Jake Holt's squad. 2-point try, no good though. 8-6 ball games. Panthers next drive. The Bulldogs defense steps up. It's a big stand on 4th down as the throw. Overthrows the receiver. Panthers get the ball right back though. Answer on a rushing strike from freshman Quinn Jensen. Panthers take a 16-6 lead. Pattonsburg goes on to win this one 72-19. Goes to 5-0 on the season.
Next, we head to Albany, where the Warriors were hosting 3-1 Worth County. These two have had some tough battles over the past few seasons. Cole Ruby picks up the fumble here, and he is going to take it to the house for Worth County. What a play there. 8-0. Next Albany drive. Problems early for the Warriors in this one. Trouble with the option play. The ball gets coughed up and Worth County falls on it. Ensuing drive. The Tigers finding pay dirt once again. They go up quickly with 2 scores in this one. With the rushing touchdown, they go on to win big 54-7.
All right, 11-man scores in the Grand River Conference. Maysville at Marceline. Marceline winning 25-0. The Gallatin Bulldogs getting a 13-point win over Western 35-22. More GRC scores from the 11-man level. South Harrison getting a 35-point win over Trenton 42-7. Polo, the Panthers, getting a 13-point win over Milan 28-15. In Putnam County over Brookfield, battle of 4-0 teams. Well, Putnam County getting the 13-point win 29-16.
Coming up in the show, we dive into the 275 conference. Mound City hosted Platte Valley this evening.
And number 1 Rockport trying to keep the top spot in 8-man football rankings. Highlights on the other side of this 2-minute timeout.
Next, we head to the 275 conference in 8-man as 3-1 Mound City hosted 2-2 Platte Valley tonight. 2 of the better teams in the 275 this season, Platte Valley and Mound City. Early going in this one, Creighton Roop breaks off a big gain on 3rd down for Mound City, getting down the sideline, and that is going to be a touchdown. Mound City gets up 8-6. Second quarter, 18-16 Platte Valley. Roop takes it in on the short score. 2-point conversion makes it 24-18, but Platte Valley has an answer. Gockel with another score for Platte Valley. 2-point conversion makes it 26-24 Platte Valley with 2:15 left to play in the half. Still second quarter, 32-26. Henry Smith to Liam Durr. That's a 51-yard touchdown. It's 40-6. And at that point, and then they go on to win, does Mound City 72-38.
4-0 Rockport Blue Jays on the road facing search for Osborne. Wildcard searching for their first win. Rockport trying to stay number 1 in 8-man football. Blue Jays start with the ball. Weston Amthor hand off to Brock. Seaback Holmes. He goes left, gets the block, cuts back. He goes in for the score. 33-yard touchdown there to start the game. Rockport then with the ball. Amthor drops back to pass, and he launches it perfectly to Jack Meyerkorth for a 32-yard touchdown. Blue Jays go up 16-0 with a 2-point conversion. Ensuing kickoff. Wildcards back deep to receive. Problems there for the Wildcards. It's fumbled on the return. Rockport able to get the football and take it the other way in for a score. That would turn over lead to a 14-yard touchdown run by Seaback Holmes. Blue Jays go on to win 76-0, go 5-0 on the season.
Next, let's head to DeKalb as the Tigers hosted the South Holt Knights. Tigers still trying to find that first win of the season for Caleb Wardlow and company. Second half, DeKalb down 30-0, but junior Cooper Wachtel goes deep to senior Kyle Funk coming down with it. Tigers on the board 30-6. DeKalb fans trying to get pumped. South Holt's next offensive play, though. Here goes junior Tate Prusman outrunning everybody into the end zone. Knights pull further ahead, 38-6. DeKalb's turn. Wachtel this time does it all himself, finds a big hole, and he has a very long rushing touchdown for him as DeKalb now trails 38-12, but with 24 seconds left in the half, South Holt scored in 2 plays. Freshman quarterback Colton Fancher with the dirt flying through the air on the scramble. The corner pylon for the touchdown. Knights roll 60-12, and South Holt gets their second win on the season.
All right, continue with 275. Nottoway Valley hosting the Wolves tonight. The Thunder roll 52-8. They're now 5-0 on the season. Bishop Ablon back on the road again this week, taking on the defending state champion Archie Whirlwinds. Archie wins 71-22 over the Golden Eagles. All right, 2-1 Troy Trojans. Say that fast, I can't do it. Home tonight, hosting Horton this evening. Homecoming for the Trojans. Henry Geiger walks away with homecoming honors, and then to the game itself. Quarterback Casson Jasper, huge one for Colt. Jensen comes down with it to keep the chains moving. Jasper back to the air. This time he goes to Caden. Rosenbarger takes a screen, changes field, and he gets into the end zone. Trojans keeping their foot on the gas, able to dominate in this one tonight. Trojans back to the air. Jasper hits Jensen on a jump pass, putting the Trojans up 12-0. Then nail in the coffin. Back to the air again. Jasper throws this one on a rope, finding Sawyer Ashburn down the field. He's into the end zone. Troy goes on to win this one by a final score of 38-14.
Donovan West was at home in Highland, Kansas. Mustangs looking for their first win still, hosting Centralia. Donovan West could not find the end zone against Centralia. They lose 30-0. Atchison was supposed to play at Schlegel tonight, but due to a massive on-field fight Schlegel had in its game last week, it was forced to forfeit this week's game against Atchison, so that game did not happen. Next, 2-1 Riverside was back at home in Wathena tonight against Mar Hill. Ravens coming in at 2-1. Scary moment in the third quarter. Both athletic directors decided to suspend this game after a Mar Hill player went down with a serious injury. Both teams praying and shaking hands as the game ended. Our thoughts with Mar Hill football team and the community of Atchison as well tonight.
Well, coming up next in the show, we'll be back with our Player of the Week winner. Stay tuned. All right, well, our Anderson Auto Group Play of the Week winner for week number 4, North Platte's receiver Gus French. On this play right here, makes a juggling catch along the sideline, able to bring it in between 2 defenders. Congratulations to him. That's our Anderson Auto Play of the Week. You can vote every week, Monday from 5 p.m. to Friday at noon. Go to our website, KQ2.com, go to the contest tab, and go to Play of the Week. Brett, we have a few teams still 5-0. Savannah is 5-0. Maryville now 4-1 there in the MEC. Mid Buchanan's now 5-0 at the top of the KCI. Still a lot of good football teams out there.
A lot of good football teams. Rockport is 5-0. They are dominant. They are
Nottoway
very
Valley's
good.
rolling too.
Nottoway Valley's rolling. That's going to be a fun game in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Nottoway Valley and Rockport.
Troy's 3-1 now too.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff both sides of the river. We'll be back here next week for week 6 of Football Tonight. We'll see you then.